Yo, it's a scene for Sept of the Howling Wind, a War of the Apocalypse joint set in San Diego. So, before this poor kinfolk dies, they are trying to save Sammy. So Theo is trying to pull together people. Oh my God, to help him. They have to traipse into the dreaming, and they're aware of the fact that Sammy is actually starting to physically suffer from exhaustion. His heart rate and his organs are starting to kind of shut down. So time is imperative now. And I believe Theo was going to try to talk Corey into helping with this.
Yes, he overheard that there was another guru that had Fey blood, and so he's approaching her right now. So she sees this guy that with... Just pull up Sammy's picture because that's what he looks like.
It's fine. I got it. Go on.
He starts approaching her, and he's like, "So, hello, I'm Theoden Zahir. I'm not used to that last name yet. Hold on just a second." And right. Okay. I'm Theoden Zahir, bound by fangs, and I was wondering if you could help me.
She just blinked. She was like in the middle of like staring at like a tablet, you know, 'cause she was like reading basically. And she just kind of just out of the blue, some guy walks up to her. What do you need? $1?
No, she can see like a little bit of his Fey blood because this has been mentioned before. Like she sees wolf eyes and like faint features of a wolf on his face.
So we can differentiate that from the fact that we're werewolves?
I mean, maybe.
It's a legit question.
I mean, he's obviously an Hamid. Anyways.
Yeah, she'll kind of take note of this, but not really say anything because, I mean, we're wolves around here. So,
yes. He's going to say, well, I overheard that you have family that's Fey.
Yeah, I do.
There's a kinfolk that he might die if we don't go into the dreaming to figure out what's causing it.
I'm confused. How would a kinfolk get into the dreaming?
It's not so much that he got into the dreaming as something in the dreaming is pulling on his essence. I can only describe. I went into the Umbra and it's like there's a cord that's being yanked.
Okay.
And when we tried to figure out what it was, we came to the conclusion it's being led into the dreaming.
That had to have been an interesting discussion.
Yeah, it was. I'm not really used to all this either. I just can't. I have a little bit of Fey blood myself, and I'm still learning.
She nods. I understand that. I don't know all that much either. I mean, Dad's told me some stuff, but like, I mean, you could, by the fact that, you know, I'm a Garu, it kind of tells you which blood was stronger.
He nods. But time is kind of essential right now, so if you're willing to help, I can take you to see him real quick.
She kind of looks down at her book, well, you know, her tablet or whatever, and you know, it clicks the little button so that it, you know, that it's off. Closes the case, puts it in her bag. And she just kind of looks at him and she's like, sure, why not? By the way, I'm Corey.
It's nice to meet you. He smiles.
And she stands up from the ground, and she stands up. It's I mean, she's 6'2". She's really tall. So
Yeah, she towers over Theo. He's like 5'4".
right. That's why I was mentioning it, because I wasn't sure how tall you were, but even if you're 6'3", she's still tall for a woman, like incredibly tall.
Mhm.
So yeah, and she just she just kind of waits for you to show her the way.
He guides them back. Like, Adelheid should know about it because he was there. So I'm assuming everybody else is already over there, ready to go.
Adelheid is like cracking his knuckles, getting himself ready because like this is a Getkin. Like any kin is in danger, it's serious. The Getkin is in danger. The brunch is cancelled.
We cancel fucking brunch.
Like
Put the other stuff away. We gotta save
I've
the
been
kid.
waiting for you to slip that line in somewhere. Like,
Oh my god.
he's like one phone with a lie. It's like yes, right. I went with right. Okay, all right. The other phone with me like yes, Alpha. This will be fine.
So Adelheid like notices that Nate is trying his best to hold himself together, but he is a fucking mess. Like, he is so worried about his husband and hoping that they're not too late. And yeah, so he's trying to hold himself together, but he's not doing the best job.
Adelheid wants to say like, yeah, man, think about Annalise, but he's not gonna be that dick today. He's not gonna be that dick today. He is not gonna be that
Damn
dick
it!
today.
Stop it,
But he's like,
my
yeah, man. We're gonna, he actually says like, we're gonna find Sammy. Don't worry. We're gonna find Sammy. Don't worry. We're gonna find him.
fucking dead.
I am God.
Hang on 1 second. Oh my god.
One.
I had to press Lotso to my face. Jesus Christ.
But
Okay.
yeah,
It's
the
gonna be fun.
happy, all that happiness that that Aiden normally wears, it's all been replaced by frustration right now. He just wants to go, and he's like, he's pacing around because he has a hard time waiting.
Yeah, Sammy is essentially all but unconscious at this point. He's not even sleeping. He's just having trouble not passing out moment to moment. His eyes are half closed. He's lost weight. His lips are very dry and cracked. His skin looks a pretty unhealthy shade of gray. And his eyes are very dull.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gotten to where Nate can no longer heal him.
No.
Yeah.
That's kind of all that's keeping him alive for the most
Mhm.
part, is healing.
Aiden, have you talked to your grandfather about the bag?
Yeah, the answer is yes. And he said, okay.
Yeah, I said yes.
Okay.
He's fine.
Lead the way.
Hi guys. And she kind of looks at the two she knows and the one she doesn't, and just says hi.
Nate will look over and kind of give a little wave. Hello.
I'm Corey.
I'm
Nate.
Adelheid. Nice to meet you.
Shut up.
You shut up.
I'm Nate.
Good lord.
He gestures to Sammy. This is my husband.
I see. All right. Fair enough.
Theo
No, no.
gulps, seeing like how he's looking, and like just it's very unsettling seeing somebody who looks exactly like you, like in that state.
Right? Oh my god.
Yeah, it kind of is.
You all know how to walk and talk at the same time, right?
Walkie, walkie, talkie, talkie.
No, I do not know how to do that. Seriously, no idea how to do that. And she just stares at me.
So your characters to get to Tolia, to get to Petrova, you have to go into, and this may sound weird, but the barrio. And you guys come to a 2-story house that is, it's not bad. It's just probably not something someone would expect a legendary Garu to live in.
Adelheid like knows his house, and he's like, and he like looks at everybody and is like, guys, take your shoes out
Yes.
before you enter.
God, please.
Yep.
He like takes his shoes to his hand.
Nate slips his shoes off.
Yeah, Theo does the same. His heart is kind of beating fast because this is like the first time he's been in the Petrova house in like forever.
For like it's been a while.
Well, Corey will take her shoes off, but there's no slipping them off because she's wearing like motorcycle boots, so she has to unlink it. But she does take them off.
There is a shoe rack by the door, so Sammy, somebody's got to carry him, but Sammy, when Toya will basically kind of look over at the grouping of you, and he has his bag actually kind of draped over the back of a chair, and he'll motion to it. So if you need it, there it is.
Yeah. If Aiden is carrying him, he'll put him on the chair. Oh, she's
He'll
husband.
not. I imagine his husband is carrying him, and I don't think
Yeah.
he'll fight
Yeah, I
over
was
it.
gonna say,
Yeah.
it's probably his husband.
Yes, absolutely. He would be the one carrying him, and he would probably not let anybody else do it. Like, no. Unless
mean-
it was maybe his sister. That would be it.
So you don't want
Yeah.
Corey. She has strength 2 right now, so you don't want her to. That's just
Now,
awkward.
I need. He'll very softly say, "I need to be clear about something. I have not traversed all of the corners of this path, and I don't know all of the places it leads to. I am familiar with about half a day's walk in either direction. Once you go outside of that, it's no man's land. I have no idea."
Theo gulps. He's been in there before, and he knows how. He's seen it.
I have the gift Pulsar to Prey, so maybe we can track him. Thanks to that.
He'll nod. Also, do not be alarmed by my pet. She is well trained. She will not hurt you. And he'll
Nate.
motion. Go on. I will wait here. And he'll sit down with some tea and a book. Have fun.
Adelheid is gonna like look at like people and be like, guys, you're gonna be in a hostile land, not knowing what the fuck is going on around us probably. So let's be together and don't leave the party, okay?
Theo nods.
Can I at OOC know about the, like, if we're on a path to stay on the path in the dreaming with her background?
Yes. That
Yeah.
is so fucking basic. Yes.
Okay, and she'll just be like, if we're on a path, I was told to stay on a path in the dreaming.
What do you mean to stay on a path if you're on a path?
Well, there are paths in there. And my dad always said that if I was in there, to stay on the path because it's pretty dangerous off the path.
That's what my dad was saying too, that you can get lost really easily if you step off the path.
But what happens if you like leave the path?
You might not find your way back.
Okay, that's clever. Let's go.
And traps and things that want to eat you. I mean, what things? Bad things.
It's a place of dreams. Anything can happen.
Talia will look over and say, think of it like moon bridges. You may have to leave them, but only do it for destination. Don't just walk off path in the journey.
She nods.
Adelheid is not a thrill seeker, so he's like, yeah, okay, I got this. I understand.
And
Sorry.
in the bag we drop.
It's a
At
bag.
least
Did you
Aiden
just
does.
jump in the bag because that's hilarious.
Wait, if there's a
So-
bag? What the hell?
So you see Aiden jump, because you said it, into a messenger bag. Aiden, you don't get very far. You fall about 5 feet, and then you land on a face, and her eyes cross, and she looks at you like, "What the hell is this on my face?" You know what you're on the face of, Aiden?
Show me. Oh, the pet.
There's a Tyrannosaurus Rex in this bag, and you just landed on its face.
You landed on a T-Rex.
You landed on a
You
T-Rex's
sure did.
face. But fortunately for you, she is a tame T-Rex and your grandfather's pet. So she will very gently and carefully lower her head down to the soft pile for people to land on when they jump in this fucking bag.
Yeah. Theo climbs in slowly, like a normal person, like a sane person.
Adelaide is like looking at these guys like entering to like this bag, and then like he's looking at Corey, he looks at Tolia, and then Nate. He's like, what are they doing?
Corey's just gonna look at Tolia and say, when I was taken in, it was not via messenger bag. There was
The
a door in a building.
The opening to the trot is the opening to my bag. No point in it.
This is
Are you sure?
No, not.
right? Like
That is the only power that bag has. I just happen to
Raya.
find a warehouse on the other side.
I'm like I trust you, Raya, but like,
Okay.
is it gonna be comfortable inside of that bag? Like there's like $5.
You hear Theo call out. He's like, just trust him while moving. We're time crunch, people.
God damn it! Yeah, time is on.
No, I was
Let's
gonna say Corey was just gonna like go in while he was asking questions.
Yeah, she essentially does come into a space that is like she is inside a room of requirements warehouse.
Adelaide also enters.
There's a lot of shit. It's like, what the hell does this man keep in here?
Is this dreaming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So do I get to have what I was talking about earlier?
Yes.
Okay. Apparently when she comes out, she's got just like this tinge of blue to her skin now. There are these little horns that look like they're starting to sprout out. And if anything, she seems to feel bigger even. Like just a tiny bit taller.
Adelaide is like sees like Corey and is like, huh, like wow. And then like he sees the T-Rex, is like, huh. And
It's
he's, like,
an actual
staring.
real T-Rex
He's,
looking
like,
down at her.
staring at that T-Rex like, wow.
Is it a chimera?
No.
No, okay, I'm just asking because like she's seen chimera before. Her dad has 2 of them.
It's from Pangea.
Okay, fair enough.
Nate will be the last one in. He will kiss Sammy's forehead and press his forehead to his and whisper in his ear that, you know, that he'll be back and stuff like that.
Tolia will let him know that probably the best place for him to be is just inside the bag.
Okay. And he'll
Susie's gonna watch after him.
okay.
Mhm.
Then he will very carefully pick him up and slowly take him into the bag. And then set him next to Susie.
When you
Pet.
take him in, you see that thread that's connected at the base of his skull start to pulse and solidify.
Yeah. Theo bites his lip as soon as he sees it because he remembered seeing that.
That is Nate. Like, so yeah. He will pet Susie, and he'll join the rest of the group.
So here's our path.
As we just follow this.
Okay. Adelheid is just gonna look at the guys and like, if you guys have any like gifts that might help with this, because again we're in a hostile area, maybe this is a good place to start.
Well, considering we don't know what's coming, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and activate her armor.
Adelheid will also like activate his what was the name of that? Luna's armor.
I'm just doing the jacket, so
I know.
spending gnosis, yeah. And she does have her gun on her.
They do notice that every once in a while the string will flicker and kind of flash. Those are two notes you don't want to put together. And when it does, Sammy seems to go even paler. But when it happens, Susie will like nudge him and like kind of nibble him and wake him, like make him wake up, basically.
See, it's pulling him.
Yeah. So
Let's go.
we're looking for Sammy's consciousness, right?
Hmm. Theo says while he's walking, like,
Oh, wait. Theo, what are you doing?
stops.
Stop. Like, let's just go all together, man, and wait. Let me do the pulse of the prey. And Adelheid will like try to find the consciousness of Sammy, like to hear the pulse of the consciousness of Sammy. It's like something I can't find.
It does pull him in the same direction as the thread.
Okay.
So that is the right way.
Okay. He looks at like Theo, like, don't misunderstand me. I'm not trying to boss you around. It's just like I don't want anybody to leave
No,
here.
it's good to have a clear head. I'm kind of antsy and wanting to help him as soon as possible.
Let's go. He's like leading in the front, like he's like, you know, like I'm the troll. If somebody's gonna shoot us, let them shoot me. Like,
You know, if I'd known we were gonna go, like, I probably would have just kept my shoes with me and put them back on in here.
it's fine. Let's go.
We're going barefoot.
Actually, as you say that, a pair of boots that are very similar to the style that your character would like, kind of just are there near her.
Fantastic. She will take it. She'll stop a moment and put them on as fast as she can, and then catch up.
They're like nice too. They're not for show. They're like walking boots. Like these will kick some ass.
Are they? I mean, are they chimerical?
No, but
No.
they're manifested from the bag. Like the bag will help you with what you need and
Oh,
little
that's
stuff.
fine. I just didn't know if I got to keep them after.
Yeah, you can use it, whatever.
These boots are gonna walk all over you. I mean, what?
Aren't they though?
We just found our
Aren't
things.
they though?
Fine. Yeah, no, she puts them on. She walks up and she's like, "You guys are missing out," and just starts moving a little faster because she can.
She notices that Theo like picked up just some slip-on shoes. He didn't really care to get boots.
If you guys search, you can find essentially kind of some stuff to outfit yourself with.
Adelheid is a true believer of the nakedness of the Garu nation and seeing Krino
Yes.
stick around, so he is gonna dress himself. He is not gonna remain naked now.
Well, you wouldn't be naked. It was just your feet.
I know. Like he actually like he is gonna remain.
Forsooth.
he is.
I mean,
not-
unless you're stripping your clothes off as we're walking.
No, he is not gonna like get anything because he likes the feeling of your feet touching into the grass.
I implore you to look at my screen.
He does not anymore. He is like, nope. Give me a good sneakers. Yeah, right there.
That is the landscape you're coming out to.
Yeah, this looks very welcoming, guys.
With about that level. Yeah. Welcome to New York. That's LaGuardia. Don't you love this picture? Yeah, it has that feel and that sort of kind of muted, almost like when you focus on one area, you can see the depth to it. But when you're not, it just kind of all bleeds into each other and mutes a little bit. It's very desolate and blasted.
You know, last time I was in the dreaming, it was a little nicer than this. But, not judging.
There are all kinds of places in the dreaming, I think.
Yeah, but I'm totally not judging.
There's a very hot, a too warm breeze. It's not hot, but it's just too warm. Kind of caresses over you, carrying a scent that you just can't put your finger on, but you don't like.
Adelheid is like, I'm judging the shit out of this place right now.
Yeah. Susie will, if they try to leave, because it's a very large kind of rolling door, like a barn door that leads out of this warehouse, and if they're standing at it too long or anything like that, she'll kind of like nudge them out, like, don't let things in. Shut the door. This isn't a barn. Oh wait. And then she'll go and she'll curl back up around Sammy and try to keep him awake.
Theo
Hi,
just kind of looks at everybody and he's like, "We can discuss while walking." Shrugs.
Forward on.
Yeah, Adelheid is like, okay, let's just find Sammy. God damn it. Just bring our Kim back.
So, as you are walking down this blasted path towards your goal here, Adelheid, darling, you hear a soft voice. You can't quite make out what it's saying. It's on the edges of your hearing.
Adelheid, like, the thing he does is, like, the second you hear a voice as a Garu, especially as a Getapharis, it's like you touch your fetish and activate it. Because, like, it's like, what's going on? And he, like, activates his, like, the Fianna Torque that he has. But he's, like, trying to listen, like, maybe this is an enemy coming, maybe this is something else coming. He doesn't know.
He hears a voice say, Adelheid. Adelheid.
He's like looking around, like, who's that?
From the corner of his eye, he sees Emma.
He runs.
Can I try to grab him?
Yeah, like Theo and
Make me a Dex athletics roll if you want to try to catch Adelheid.
Yes, I would actually. I don't think it'll be very helpful, but I will try.
Hold on, I don't know my stats because I don't have internet. Oh,
5.
I'll just leave it up to Corey.
Oh, right then. That seems like a good plan.
I can pull up your sheet here in a second.
Okay. It should be the very top sheet in NPCs.
Well, I got 0. Wait, no, that was you. I got 3. I didn't realize you rolled at the exact same time as me. I got 3.
Yay! So, as Adelheid bolts for this phantom of Emma, which you guys don't see what he's running for, but you do see him bolt. Corey succeeds in grabbing him.
Adelheid.
He doesn't say anything. He's just like looking at Emma. Does he like sees her?
She kind of, her brow furrows and she looks around like she's very lost.
Honey, come here.
Adelheid? On the path.
Adelheid.
The path.
I see.
You're about to step off the path.
Adelheid, there's nothing there.
Adelheid, where are you? Help me!
There's nothing there.
I gain
Get
a
back
rage.
here.
Yeah, you get
probably.
a rage, buddy.
Fine, you get a rage. But she is like not gonna let you go. She's literally just kind of getting up to you. She's just like trying to get in your face. Like, don't stay on the path. There's nothing over there. It's just the dreaming playing with you.
Adelheid is like for like 10 seconds. He's like trying to see his like Emma's face.
She she'll turn and she'll look around, and it's like her face like casts around like she's looking for something, and then her eyes meets Adelheid and she looks at him.
He closes his eyes, shakes his head, like tries to see like if she's still there.
So she cries out and like gasps, and you see blood start to spread across the front of her shirt, and she collapses and somebody's standing behind her.
He's trying to see who is standing behind her.
Giving him a very cruel, just a vicious, heartless face. He sees this.
Mm.
I can't see anything. He's like, he.
Oh,
Like-
hell.
A Hamid Garu, like, you know, like it's hard for them to growl, but like everybody hears like his like throat is like he growls, but like he says like, "Can't you guys see what happens there?"
Adelheid.
I don't see anything. Do you or do you not?
We
No,
don't see anything.
there's nothing
We
there.
don't see anything.
We need you to stay on the path.
But a monster, Adelheid, and it's all you'll ever be.
Sammy will die.
Something is messing with you. Get back here.
Yeah,
He, like
she's gonna
turns
lean
his
into his
back.
ear and just be like, Adelheid, trust me.
You're a monster, Adelheid.
he like slowly turns away from like he turns his back to Annalise, and he's like going there, but like he's gritting his teeth. He comes back and like, yeah, let's find Sammy, and he's like, he's like I'm a run my own, like, rawr, rawr, rawr,
Oh my god.
Roar, roar, roar.
He's like, rawr.
Apparently the theme
Theo
song
pats his shoulder and laughs a little bit.
is Lady Gaga.
Rah, 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 rah.
Wow.
Bad romance. I swear to God, I'm naming a bad romance.
This is like his like face right now. He is like very angry.
So
She's going to like keep her hand on like his arm, like, because he's obviously a little sketchy right now.
Yeah. Theo is like squeezing his shoulder.
Let's just keep going.
as you move forward onto this path, you begin to see structures. There's a very filthy river that's flowing, kind of snaking, almost coiling next to what is a small settlement. And there are I'm looking for the word, I'm sorry. Concentric layers into the settlement, with the poorer obviously being on the outside with their shacks and lean-tos and what not, and what appears to be more of a, I guess what one could call a merchant class in the middle, and a stronghold to the center, but all of it looks very desolate and blasted. And you don't see many people milling about.
But there are some.
There are some as you're out. When you start to move closer, you notice that they go inside.
I don't know if we necessarily need them anyway.
Really?
Theo kind of raises an eyebrow seeing like structures and stuff in the dreaming, but
Well, there are settlements in the dreaming and Eries and things like that, but
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't know that though.
now you
But Corey's not surprised by it. Like, why not? But yeah, she basically just keep an eye on things, keep an eye on the situation. That's kind of what she's doing.
As you come closer, you notice that the string, the thread, goes past the gate.
Keep going, I guess.
Yeah.
Is the pulse still coming from the path?
It is, yes.
Then he will be like, the pulse is coming this way. And he actually like yells like, Sammy! Can you hear us?
I don't think we should be screaming to alert the whoever we're following.
Scream away. When you get to the gate, you notice that there are words written above it, kind of on the stones, and it is locked.
What do the words say?
The words essentially read as, in order to pass, you must weaken yourself. But the lock will open if you weaken yourself.
Okay,
This may be the sacrifice of blood.
that's what I'm thinking.
I don't think everyone should sacrifice themselves. Let me do the thing.
Let me help. Please.
You may need this for like future man.
He nods.
So might
He's
you. You're actually probably our best fighter, Adelheid.
Adelheid has the face like, that's common sense and that's cool, but I don't know. I want to do it because I want to be hero. He doesn't say like his face is like.
Gord doesn't
Oh
say
my
anything. She literally just starts walking forward and will I was gonna say if she has a knife or something, if she can find something sharp, she's just gonna slice into her arm.
Yay! You knew
Yay!
like a smart person.
She's tired of arguments. She's just gonna do it.
Right?
Because
Oh,
and the reason for that is the fact that it makes more sense for her to weaken herself than to weaken like the best fighter we have.
do it.
I mean,
So yeah, sharp rock, whatever it is. I don't think she really carries a knife. I don't remember. I know
Honestly,
she has a gun.
We are just
honestly,
plot. You got it. You have claws.
Theo would probably just Theo
Well-
would hand her a knife if she was walking forward because he has a ritual knife.
That's fine, whatever. I mean, well, the thing is she actually can't do partial transformation, so she does not have claws unless she shifts entirely.
There you go.
But the knife works, so that's fine. And she just walks up there, and she's just going to kind of let the blood drip down until essentially, I suppose, one point is gone. You know, enough to one lethal or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, she'll do that, and see if that's enough. If that's enough to do anything.
It will. The locks will begin to clank and slide and groan, and the door will basically pop and open a little bit. The gate will.
Okay.
Just with a very dark moan.
She's gonna look back and be like, "Who wants to go through?" I don't know if we all have to do it or just me.
Maybe let me go first if there's anything dangerous there.
That's fine. Go first, and if we need to, I'll do it again.
Okay.
Theo gestures for him to go ahead.
He like enters and looks around like if there's any gonna jump on him because like he hates this place right now.
So, where you've gotten into is basically the structure of the stronghold itself. And it is littered in corpses of varying stages of decay.
He like holds his like hand to his mouth, not to breathe.
Oh, yeah, it
smelly.
smells. And
Yeah, Theo's probably gonna have to like plug his nose or something because all those heightened senses.
Did the gates close or anything? Like, was it just mine that needed?
Was one time enough?
Yeah, like did the gates lock again?
I think Johnny, yeah.
I think she
Probably
froze.
You have to wait a second then and find out.
No.
Just give her a second.
Her net dropped for a second.
It might be time for the technical difficulty song.
Right? Or the Jeopardy song. Do 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 do.
One moment later.
That is the most French sounding accent I've ever heard.
Which is funny because he's French.
I know. I know.
Yeah, yeah.
But he just overdid it so much. It is like the stereotypical I am the French person. You know? It's like, yeah, it was that kind of an accent. So to hear that from a French person is actually kind of funny. It's like listening to Les Poissons if in Little Mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Les poissons, ee, 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 ha, ha, ha. It's so horrible. Like,
The Weaver needs to like step the heck off. I mean, we're dealing with more with the wild stuff.
I got sense wild. Let's see if my senses can go crazy here.
I'm back.
We're in the dreaming. You will like die if you do Sense Wild.
That's why I was like, best plan.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
We were questioning if the one time was enough for everybody to go through.
When she cut her arm. Did we all make it through?
Not anymore. We did.
Not
Not
anymore.
anymore.
Yeah.
Did you drop again?
Sound appears not to be working, even though it did for a moment.
Please don't say you dropped again.
Damn it. Fuck.
Les poissons, les poissons.
You know, this is one of those times whenever like having heightened senses of smell, hearing, and sight all at the same time just makes you just kind of want to like shut everything off.
Question. No, I didn't end up buying any of those. Lucky me. However, I do have Greek and German.
She can't hear us at all because her net's lagging. I'm just gonna start going around killing spiders because I'm mad at the Weaver.